if I were a United fan, I would have given up on Anthony by now. I don't think he knows what the EPL is about. It's about work. How is he going to carry United to the promised land, at least push for top four, which I know that is the realistic target for United fans this season. And I believe they can, but I don't know. United fans, tell us, do you trust this manager? Having Van Nistelrooy, your legend? I think that he should find a way to have Zexi on the field and perhaps give Mason Mount more confidence. I thought.
Classic TV, welcome back again. Welcome back to our Beyond the Scoreline series. I'm here, beautiful weather in Houston, what I call the home of football in Houston, where Nigerians gather every Saturday to keep fit. I'm here with my man Ugum, as usual, to quickly look at the United Brighton game. They just finished playing now. United lost that one 1-2. It was quite an interesting game. I don't know how you saw this one.
Well, like you said, it was interesting. I expected this kind of game with both teams fully loaded and ready to play. I thought United played well today. They played better than I've seen them play in the past. Brighton seems to have gotten a young, very pragmatic coach that chose to play a certain way. He kept a very high line, trusted his defenders, especially Van Heck and the rest of them too, be able to keep that discipline for the high line and not allow United take advantage of that with their wingers. I think that one of the mistakes Ten Hag made was not to start Garnacho with his pace to be able to beat that high line. Ahmad tried very well and was able to score a goal. But overall, I think Brighton deserved their win, though if it had gone United's way, it would have been deserved as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have two things I found out. For me, like I said last week as well, I think United fans can try to start to be excited. There are some changes I've seen Ten Hag do in their game. I think he has a plan A and plan B. Plan A is try to play out from back B, a little bit like the modern day football, which United is trying to do. They're not doing very well. I don't know if they're seeing more drill to it, or they don't have the right players to do that. We'll find out as the season goes by. But I think what he did last week, again this weekend, it did not work. Second half, toward the end of the game, he changed the body Garnacho and that to be a little bit direct. And once they did that, United capped out so many chances against the high line, like you said, of Brighton. Got a goal, but of course, because of fine margins, Zexi of last weekend, having the last touch and being an offside position, that goal was ruled out. Then in Brighton's side, again, like you said, they are pragmatic coach. It looks like this is a different Brighton. They are going to play a little bit different from what we are used to. Brighton before under the Zerbi was a possession-based team, but it looks like this new coach is a little bit more direct, and he affected United. United couldn't handle it in the beginning because they didn't expect that. So this guy was direct in the game, and they also had chances. Have some new players that are brought in, some young players. Again, Brighton that we know, this is what they do every season. They get new players, get young players, make them almost superstars for these other bigger teams to sign. So for me, I feel it was a balanced game. Yeah, either team would have won it, but again, Brighton playing at home and not giving up to the last minute got their goal. A little bit of what I would call indisciplined defensive position for United, because they shouldn't even have allowed that second ball and second post to come in the first place. Once that was done, obviously it means they're going to get the mercy of the player that he finishes, or maybe another pulls off a very fantastic save. But in this case, he didn't mind to do that, and which means United lost this game 2-1. But I don't know, what do you think? If you're a United fan, how do you feel having seen them play 2 games now? Do you think it's going to be a different United this season compared to what we saw last year?
Yeah, I think it's an improved Manchester United side. If I were a fan, my worry would be the manager sticking to certain players and not being open-minded enough to try other players. They've signed some useful players. Zexi, I thought his touches were good and positive. Good engine, very intelligent player. I enjoyed his link-up play. I think that he should find a way to have Zexi on the field and perhaps give Mason Mount more confidence. I thought Mason Mount combined well with Bruno Fernandes in the first half, but what I saw was a player trying too hard to impress, trying too hard to get a goal, trying and then rushing his shots, or just doing something because he wants to show the fans that he. Brighton are a brilliant team, and they just bought two very, very good players in O'Reilly from Chelsea, from Celtic, and trying to remember his name. Kalioglu from Turkey. Yep, mobile left-sided player that can be very offensive. And so, with these guys coming into this team that's already playing like this, they will be a very formidable side this season.
Yeah, they're talking about Brighton right there. Let's also speak about Danny Welbeck. This is a player that left United. Many thought that he can no longer play at this level, but he came to Arsenal, did a bit, had injury issues, left now in Brighton, and he's been leading the line for Brighton. Brighton keep bringing strikers, but still, Danny Welbeck holds his own. Today again, guess this is 5th goal against United since he left them. I don't know. I feel that for a team like Brighton, who are always pushing for European places, for him to lead their lines, I think he deserves more respect than he usually gets. And at this point, he probably can also still do this for some of the top teams as a backup striker for them. I don't know what you think.
As an Arsenal fan, I would take Danny Welbeck right now. I think he's like fine wine. He's gotten better with age, right? He's more intelligent. You see the way he moves now, the way he links up play, how positive he is. You would see that this is a guy that has learned from many years of playing at the top level. Like you said, yes, he can be a very useful backup striker for any of the top 6 sides.
Okay, guys. So that's what we'll see for that. And before we go, let me ask you. I know you just 2 games. What do you expect for? Where do you think United is going to finish this season?
United has the potential to finish top 4. It's all about knowing that every game really matters. For this season, you see, if you lose 1 or 2 games, you're already behind. They just need to buckle up. Ten Hag, please use your squad. Use your squad. And if guys are not playing well, be confident enough or courageous enough to make changes.
Yeah, for me too. I remember we were talking before we got here, we got on studios. I feel United, from what I've seen this season, they should be taken seriously. They will push for that top 4, and they probably will get it. And like you mentioned, it all depends on how Ten Hag decides to use the squad that he has. It looks like they're still going to get 1 or 2 players in before the transfer window closes. If they manage to do that, then it's all on Ten Hag now to deliver. And I believe he should be able to do that. And because he doesn't enough. Today he put off one that you're going to give him kudos for taking out Bruno Fernandes at the tick of when they really needed to get a result to try to push Brighton all the way to the end. And that on that side, you should give him kudos that he was able to have the confidence to do that. And so we see
the only problem with removing Fernandes or who he replaced him with. You want to replace Fernandes with Scott McTominay to win a game. I would say if you want to make that kind of change, bring McTominay for someone so that Bruno Fernandes can provide for him, create for him to score. When you remove the creator, McTominay going to create.
Yeah, maybe because McTominay has been getting at the end of some of these late runs into the box. Maybe they thought that maybe his luck will shine again this time around, but it didn't have the money to happen. So yeah, United fans out there, let us know what you think. Do you think Ten Hag, from what you have seen these first 2 games, is going to do it this season? Is he going to carry United to the promised land, at least push for top 4, which I know that is the realistic target for United fans this season? And I believe they can, but I don't know. United fans, tell us, do you trust this manager having Van Nistelrooy, your legend, on his side to push this team to top 4 and then begin to grow from that? So that we'll see. Later today, we're going to watch Arsenal play against Aston Villa. Very big game. This is the only team that took 6 points from Arsenal last season. It's going to be a very interesting and tough game. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.